we're now in the application of cosine law, or sometimes we call it law of cosines. So, when do we apply the law of cosines? Two sides and the included angle are known. So, definitely there are two sides and the one angle is included. So, we can use the law of cosine. So, later on you will see an illustration where is the two sides and where is the included angle. And the second one, when there are three sides that are given, so definitely the only way for you to solve the missing angle is the use of cosine law. Let's have the illustration of the two cases under the law of cosines. Two sides and the included angle are known. So let's say, for example, we have this triangle. Let's name it angle A, angle B, and angle C. The two sides here, let's say for example the two sides that are given here is side AB and the other side here is side BC. And the angle included here is angle B. So these are the given side, and also given angle. So we will need to identify now angle A, angle B, as well as this side. That is two sides and the included angle are known. But when there are three sides are known, so let's say for example this is our oblique triangle and this is A, B, and C. So let's say this is one of the sides, AB, side BC, AC, and side BC are the given. So this one is given. Even this one side is given. Other side is given. We need to identify angle B, angle A, and angle C. But after we identify one of the given angle, we can also use the sine law. So in my example, you will see when do we use the cosine law, and though we are under cosine law, we can also use the sine law provided that one angle and one side is given. These are the possible formula in the use of cosine law. So we're using a cosine law. Or the law of cosines. The square of the length of one side, let's say for example that is one side, the square of it is equal to the sum of the square of the other sides. The other side here is B and C. The sum of the square of them, that is B square plus C square. Then the next will be minus product of the twice the two sides, twice the product of the two sides, and cosine of the angle between them. The angle between them is angle A times cos A. And the other formula is whenever we identify B, so definitely the square of B is equal to the square of the sum of the other two sides, that is A square plus C square, minus twice the other sides, which is A and C, and cos B. And the next one, sometimes the missing is C, so that is C square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. So there is a way for you to memorize them. So how to memorize them? So let us see. This is how we memorize the formula. Under cosine law, or it can be the law of cosines. Let's say for example we're looking for A square is equal to, the missing other side here is B square plus C square. So definitely we have A, B, and C. The next will be minus of B and C but we need to twice them. Then cos A. That is how we memorize it. For number 2, if B square is missing, the remaining side now is A square plus C square. A, B, C. They are a complete side. Minus 2, the two sides. Then cos B. And the last one, if you know the answer, you can follow me. C square is equal to, what is the next? That is A square plus, then B square minus 2AB cos C. This is the formula that we can use under law of sine and or cosine law. For this example, we'll be using a cosine law. Why sine law is not applicable? Isn't it in sine law, there must be a complete ratio. Look at this one. Angle C is given, but its opposite side is not given, so there is no complete ratio. Angle A is missing, but its opposite side is given, so still there is no complete ratio. Once we say complete ratio, there is a numerator and denominator. Angle B is missing as well as its opposite, but its opposite side is given. So definitely we cannot use sine law, so we will be using cosine law. For the cosine law or law of cosines, we're looking for the missing value of C, angle A, and angle B. So for step 1, find C. The formula here is C square is equal to A square plus B square minus 2AB cos C. This is the formula. And C here is missing, so write C square is equal to A is 8 square plus B is 14 square minus 2. A is 8, B is 14 cos 80 degrees. So these are the given. The next will be, we will simplify them. Since we're looking for C, we will rewrite C square is equal to 8 squared is equal to 64 plus 14 squared is equal to 196 minus 2 times 8 is 16 times 14 is equal to 224 cos 80 degrees. Now, we will write C square is equal to, we will combine this one now. The result here is 64 plus 196 is 260. That is 260 minus, we will be using calculator, 224 cos 80. The result here is 38.8972. 38.8972. Now, C square is equal to, we will subtract 260 and 38.8972. The result will be 221.1028. This is 221.1028. The next will be, we'll now squaring both sides. So this will become 1. So C is equal now, the square root of 221.1028. The result is 14.8695. 14.8695. Using the two decimal places, that is 14.87, but we'll be using a nearest whole number. So this is now 15. We'll be using C is equal to 15 so that we can avoid a bigger number. So C is equal to 15. For the next one, we need to identify now the value of A. So find A, that is step number 2. For step 2, find A. Since we have already a complete ratio, C is 80 and C is 15, all we need to do now is to use sine law. We can use sine law now. So the sine law here is we will be using sine A over A. Since its opposite is given, we're looking for angle A, sine C over C. Sine A over 8 is equal to, sine C here is 80, over C here is 15. So next is sine A over 8 is equal to sine 80. Sine 80 is equal to 0.9848 over 15. So the next will be multiply the 2. The result here is 15 sine A is equal to, multiply it by 8, the result is 7.8785. 7.8785. The next will be, we will divide both sides by 15. That will turn to 1, or we only have now sine A is equal to that 7.8785 divided to 15. The result is 0.5252. We will be using now A is equal to sine or arc sine times 0.5252. Using our calculator, shift sine 0.5252. The result here is 31.6817, or simply we can use 32 degrees. So we have 32 degrees now. So that is A. This is 32 degrees. That is the step 2. For step 3, since we have the angle A, angle B, and angle C, the sum of them is equal to 180. Angle A is 32, angle B is missing, and C is 80 is equal to 180. So 32 plus 80, the result is 112 plus B is equal to 180. Add both sides by negative 112. This will become 0 plus B is equal to 68 degrees. So the value of B is 68 degrees. That's it.